Push Up Challenge, which is a weekly challenge going all year, starting with very basic push-up variations all the way up to very super extreme. That's a very super extreme, so you know, some good stuff coming. This week we're introducing raised push-ups, so another one for the props, because we are in prop season, as you know. So I'm just gonna, the camera looks a bit wonky, so I'm just gonna give it a quick wiggle and then get straight in. Hopefully that made it a bit better. Right. Changing my pockets too, nice. So for raised push-up, you basically just put your feet on something. I'm using a stability ball because I just like it. You can use one of these ugly chairs if you like, if you've got one at home. And obviously we know the rules, 20. So let's just do it. Oh, right. What a start. So, first set done, that's 20 push-ups done out of 100. The rules, just for you guys who aren't aware, haven't been following along, is 5 sets of 20. So we do 5 different variations and 20 reps of each. And so that's the first one. Next, what have we got next? Stability push-ups with the stability ball again, alright? Those raised push-ups, just for a bit of background, because we dive straight in, those raised push-ups are going to be harder than regular push-ups because you're raising yourself up closer to vertical, which obviously you can see what a progression that might be towards. But they're also great just for an easy variation you can do at something like the gym or whatever, where you've just got a bench there and you're working on one exercise, easy just to chuck in another one and just whack your feet up on the bench or whatever and bang out a little raise set. So really useful, and they don't really take much either. It's not like you need to think about difficult variations. You can just raise your feet up, dive straight in, couple of push-ups, sorted. Oh, I always forget to stretch before I start this, and I should be top priority. So if you did check out last week's, if you didn't check it out, but if you did, then you know that these stability push-ups are actually quite difficult. See me wobbling all over the place. It's yeah, and I haven't pumped up the ball like I was planning to, so it should be about the same. Let's just dive straight in, shall we? Come back here, you. Right. So 20 then. Oh. Adjust. That's better. 20. Oh, bloody hell. 4. Whoa, sorry guys, I had to make a couple of adjustments with my hand at the start of that, and yeah, basically. So I started with 4 reps, had to fiddle around, nothing worked, and put it back to how we started. These aren't easy, guys, basically. They will help you loads with your stability, but they are difficult. They look really easy because you're raising your hands. As we know, raising your hands, doing push-ups higher than your feet is easier than doing them on the floor or with your feet higher. So you imagine that these would be really easy because you're like all the way up here. In actual fact, they are quite difficult, as you see. My hands are wiggling around all over the place trying to maintain balance. So, great tool for training. So let me just think, what we got next? Deep push-ups next. So that means we say bye to him. Just stay down there. Behave, sit with the foam roller. Oh, right, I'm just going to have a quick swig of my drink and then we'll get on with it. He's going over there. Right. I'm going to bring my drink down here this week, I think. This is my drink. Usually it sits just up by there, out of the way, but you know. Alright. So then, we've done 40 push-ups, we've got 60 more to go, which is quite a few. But this will take us past the halfway point and then it's easy, kind of, till the end. Alright, so deep push-ups are next. And deep push-ups are basically where you raise the whole exercise up so that you can get lower. Whether that is like just doing them on dumbbells or parallettes, like that's alright, as long as they're quite close to the ground, then it's not really going to affect it too much. What you're trying to do is increase the range of motion with your arms so you can get right down with your shoulders. And this might help loosen me up a little bit actually, because I'm already feeling quite tight. Oh, yeah. By the way guys, if you want to keep up with the challenge while we're doing this, go to morethanlifting.com/100challenge, and that's just the homepage for it. We've got all the articles of all the ones we've covered so far, all the videos are over there, walkthroughs, and loads of other cool stuff, so go check it out. And yeah, otherwise give us a like, subscribe, and share us with your mates. Get a little competition going with you, any training partners or training group down the gym. And yeah, it'll be exciting. Next, right. Chairs come in. Right. Not that long. Right then, deep push-ups, 20 of them. One more. One more. Oh. I'm glad that's over. Although it doesn't seem like there's a much difference in the range of motion. What you realise when you do deep push-ups is actually that little bit accounts for so much actual strength and tension in your muscles and control that you need to be able to get a little bit lower, your mobility, to be able to pull back up, the ability to actually activate those muscles at time. So there's a lot of work going into it. I'm just going to get these chairs out of the way and then we'll get on to the next one. Right then, so the next set then is Spiderman Push Ups, and we've done 60, 3 sets. This is going to be 80 reps, take us up to the 80 mark. And if you don't already know, Spiderman Push Ups are like knee to chest push ups and something like that, where you bring your knee outside into yourself rather than straight up into your chest. You do that during the rep rather than at the end of your push-ups. So as you come down, bring your knee up to your elbow and then put it back to finish. Alright? See what I mean in just a second. Just need to catch my breath a little bit because yeah, it's been a good one. It's been a hard one. And they're not getting much easier either, guys. So if you're going to be getting involved, like, you want to kind of start pretty soon, because over the next kind of couple of weeks we'll start to get to that point where you'll struggle to jump straight in and you'll be playing catch up for a while, which we don't really want. If you're going to hit the 52nd week, then they get really difficult. Alright then, Spiderman push ups. Let's drop them down there. Oh. Whew. Right then, so that's 20 Superman, not quite yet, Spiderman push-ups done. And so that's 80 push-ups, 4 variations done. We've got one more left, which is lateral plank push-ups. And although they're a bit easier than a lot of the other reps because you're essentially just doing a regular push-up, the actual lateral plank part of it, where you step side to side, really it keeps all your muscles tight and working and activated the whole time while you're moving. So it really burns parts of your shoulders, particularly your delts, and it does a lot to your obliques and down the side of your trunk as well. So be prepared for that. Well, yeah. Oh. Right. So if you're following along with it, well done, guys, because you've just done 80 push-ups and they're not easy ones, especially with all the props we've had. The stability ball push-ups, they're so hard. The raised push-ups, they're quite difficult anyway. And then deep push-ups, you know, I don't really need to say much more about them. And obviously Spiderman push-ups, they're quite complex movement, complex variation, so they take quite a lot of strength, energy, coordination and all sorts. But now, the last one's lateral plank. By the way, these are going to take the longest out of all of them, guys, so just a pre-warning. When I was recording them and then putting them out before, it was good because I could just speed up the reps part, but now you have to sit through it and just enjoy, which you know, is much better if you're following along, definitely. Alright, let's get them done. This is the last time we're going to be doing lateral plank push-ups as well, guys, so and I quite enjoy them, so it's a sad day for the push-up challenge, I think. But it's going to be hard. Right then, so we do a push-up as normal, take a step, and up. Not sure if I miscounted then or if I owed you another one. Oh, well guys, well done if you've been doing that. Those side steps were all over the place. I was moving forwards and backwards and all sorts, but it's done. 100 push-up challenge week 13, well done. So that was raised push-ups, stability ball push-ups, deep push-ups, Spiderman push-ups and lateral plank to finish. Not an easy workout, that's for sure. Like I said guys, if you want to get involved, go to morethanlifting.com/100challenge. Check us out on Instagram as well. I'm going to be putting them out there every week going forward. Don't forget to check back tomorrow because I'm finally getting to the point I want to be with publishing these, which is the Sunday before. So tomorrow we're going to have week 14 ready for Monday morning, so don't forget to check that out. Alright, and otherwise morethanlifting.com for calisthenic stuff, training tips and all that goodness. And yeah, otherwise keep in touch with yourselves guys. I'll catch you next week. I'm going to go to bed I think.